What's up, everybody? It's your boy Stylez The Barber, and welcome to Stylez, the show where I will be interviewing some of the latest and greatest barbers in your city and some of the most hardest working people in your town. Rock with us. Let's see what they life like. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Stylez The Barber, and welcome to Stylez, the show where I will be interviewing some of the latest and greatest barbers in your city and some of the most hardest working people in your town. Today, I got one of the most hardest working barbers in Reading. Some of you guys may know him for being the host of Berks County Barber Battle. Others may know him as EBarber828, but by far, he's still one of the most hardest working talents in this city. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you EBarber828. E.
Yo, what's up, Stylez? Thanks for having me, brother.
Listen, man. So, like, I just want people to understand, like, where you're coming from, like, where are you from? De donde vienes? What made you come into this barber game?
I mean, I was born and raised right here in the city of Reading, man. I lived here my whole life, went to school here my whole life. I was always an artistic kid, so, art, barbering, comes together. You know how it is, Stylez.
Yeah.
So like I always say, barbers are artists. Some people might beg to differ, but it's 100% facts, man. Barbers are artists. What we do is real, and you have to have passion to do this, and this is what I love, and Reading is what it's all about. I love my city. Like you said, I got the city on my back, so I'm about to bring you Berks County Barber Battle 5. So it's gonna be bigger and better than ever, man. So let's do this, man. Let's do this.
Yeah, you ready? Yeah, man. So how long have you been cutting hair, man?
Man, first time I picked up a pair of clippers, I was 17 years old, bro.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, some guys start at 14, 13, but like, I was 17 years old, man. I became a father, man, and it's like, I had odds and ends jobs, and always cut hair on the side in my mom's basement. We all started in the basement. Come on, man. We all started in the basement with a regular chair and Walmart clippers, but that's where it all began. I mean, and when I picked up the pair of clippers, I'm like, damn, I think I can do this. I can be pretty good at this, man. So, I just took it serious, man, and I took it to the next level. Yeah,
that's fine. So what, I always see you in every morning, you always post something. Like, I remember you from Barber 101, you always giving people good tips and things like that, man. So how do you stay so positive in this industry? Because I feel like there's a lot of people are really, really judgmental when it comes to this.
Oh, man.
And how do you do it? How do you keep that good spirit all the time?
I think it comes with having a good business. A good business, in the city, and a lot of barbers look up to me. So, I gotta keep that positive influence in their lives. So, therefore, in the mornings, I do that barbering 101 just to keep, the younger generation of barbers on their toes, because, we get lost in the limelight. And you gotta remember, man, I've been doing this before Instagram, before social media. I was doing this for a lot of years, and that social media didn't exist. So we had to create our own books, our own clientele, but now with social media, man, you can reach out to anyone, and you can reach out to young barbers. And I'm not even gonna lie, man, I get inboxes by young barbers just asking me simple questions, you know what I mean? Yo, E, I need help with this, I need help with that. And one thing I always do, man, is I always get back to them, man. I have this thing where I will always get back to them and help them out as best as I can. So Barbering 101, if you follow my Instagram page, I drop some gems there, man.
You definitely.
Yeah, it might start an argument, but I tell you what, everyone loves it.
Man, that's fire, man. For real. So it's what would you, what kind of advice would you give, an upcoming kid. You know, like
Just
someone
coming
who's
in?
brand new to the game, to the barber game, and they're just like,
It's like, it's good that you asked that because I have one now in my shop here. His name is Stylez The Barber, and
which is really nice and sharp. Huh?
yeah, I mean, I ended up with one of the best that the American Barber Academy here in Reading graduated. You know, George. We have an American Barber Academy here in Reading, and George is putting out some really good barbers. The problem is that they have to understand when they come into this industry, like nothing happens overnight, man. You know how it is.
Yeah.
I mean, it is about when you get that client in the chair and the service. It's about the service, man. It's not about, honestly, I always tell people it's a 60-40 split. You know, it's 40% is, oh, I love the haircut, came out good. And 60% is about the service that you put in, man, from the minute they walk in the door to when they leave. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. You have to be consistent, and you have to give 100% in the beginning. Not 90%, not 80%.
Yeah.
This is your livelihood. This is what you're going to make your money and feed your family off of.
Yep.
So if you don't give it 100%, bro, you might as well do something else. Yeah.
Like, what would you say separates you from other barbers? You get what I mean?
The service.
Like, and also besides, you know, you taking that leap of faith and starting off that whole barber battle.
Yeah.
You know, like.
Yeah. What makes me different, honestly, is service and making myself available. In the barber industry, you have to make yourself available. And what I mean by that is if your shop is open from 8 to 6, you gotta be at the shop at 7:55 expect to leave at 6:10, 6:15. Not walk. The shop opens at 8 o'clock. You can't be walking in at 8:15 when your guys here at 8 o'clock. Now you're behind, and now that can ruin your whole day. It's make yourself available, be on time, and what separates me honestly is my service. I don't sell haircuts. I've never sold a haircut. I sell a service.
That's nice. And by the way, I'm a fan. So I see what did you call it? The Papi Chulo package?
The Papi Chulo package is what it's all about.
What is that package from?
You know what's funny? The Papi Chulo package was like, it started off with something like, yo, I'm gonna see how this goes. And let me tell you, man, it's taken off. The Papi Chulo is a haircut, beard work, eyebrows, lay you back, a skin cleansing, or a black mask, whatever you want. I'm not a big fan of the black mask.
Yeah.
I think the skin cleansing is what it's all about. And then the steam, the hot towel, the shave, everything. You know what I mean? And you know, there's some barbers that do that service and they're $80, $90.
Yeah.
Dude, I just do it for 40, 50 bucks, depending what you want, man. But it sells. The guys love it. Guys deserve to get pampered too, bro.
Yeah,
you know, just like our women get pampered, the guys deserve it too, man. So exclusive Papi Chulo package, man.
Yeah, so like that just brings me to like, my bad, I know I keep going back to the barber battle. I don't know if it's because I'm just so excited to go.
Yeah.
You know,
and it's so close, that's what
I know, right? It's like next week, 6 days.
6 days away.
That's insane. So like, how did that idea come about? I know other people were doing it, but what struck that idea to when it started off in Reading?
Okay.
You know, like,
it was cool, man. Like, it all started off with there's a young kid here in Reading who is really passionate with sneakers. You know, that's what the kids love. You know, sneaker and style and clothing. So this kid invited me and my partner from the lineup, Joe Ramos.
Yeah.
He invited us. You know, it was kind of like an event that they threw. I had nothing to do with it. They just invited us to come do some haircuts at the event.
Okay.
So we went to the event, and I just never realized how passionate kids were with sneakers. I love sneakers.
Well,
you know what I mean? I do. I love sneakers. I can see you guys love sneakers too. But I didn't realize how passionate people were about sneakers. And that same passion they had with sneakers, I had with barbering. So I'm like, damn, man. And I've been to so many barber shows. I'm like, you know what? And he had a full house. And I'm thinking to myself, you know what? I think I'm gonna do a barber show in Reading. And I used his father to help me, which is the genius behind the whole.
So was his father a barber?
No, his father's just a DJ and he knows multimedia, and his wife is awesome. So I just formed a team.
All based off promotion.
Yeah, we formed a team, and we're like, yo, let's bring a barber show to Reading. And little did we know, man, that it was gonna start off with 400 people, 600 people, 800 people. Last year we had 1,000. So this year, man, we might get kicked out of the venue.
I really think so. I really think so. Because last year it was so fire. It was just girls on one end and guys on the other. And it was just like a perfect matchup. The vendors, everything went great. Everyone was passing out flyers. Students were competing. Like you could feel that competitive energy in the atmosphere. Like everyone was like, yo, I'm here to set a statement. You get what I mean?
And then you felt the love, all the family love.
For sure. And it's like you don't normally see that many barbers. Like the thing, I feel it's kind of crazy how we don't show each other enough love as barbers. You get what I mean? Like a lot of us are always like head to head with local barbershops when it shouldn't really be that way.
It's not, this is not a competition. This is not a competition. Okay, there is so many people in your city. I don't care where you live. And Reading and Lancaster are like neck and neck when it comes to barbering, because like we have like 50 barbershops and so does Lancaster. And yet I'm always busy. The guy here from Joe from the lineup, always busy. My guy in the back, they're always busy. It's not a competition, man. It's all about just filling your book. You know what I mean? This is not a competition. There's plenty of people to get haircuts and plenty of money to make.
That's for sure.
Yeah,
by the way, you mentioned Joe, man. Shout out to Joe. That magazine idea that he has, man, that's genius. Isn't he like on his 5th cover now? Or
no, this is the 7th issue coming out, dropping on Sunday at the Personal Barber.
Don't quote.
And it's called the Blessed Issue. It's gonna feature the Papito Blessed team.
I know, man.
Which is pretty awesome. I already saw the magazine. So.
You already seen it?
Yeah. I got a sneak peek.
Fire, bro. So, man, like, if this is kind of a tough question, because I know that you're very, very passionate about the barber industry. I wouldn't say it's a tough question, but if you could change something about the barber industry, what would it be?
I would honestly like. I feel like the curriculum should change a little bit. You know what I mean? Like when it comes to barbering itself, like they teach a lot of things in the barber school that they're really not going to use.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
I don't want to get into that, like all the little things.
Yeah.
And they don't teach some stuff that needs to be taught. That's you know what? That's actually the best question that you asked me so far. I love that question because we can go on for a long time. One thing that I want to do eventually is I want to get into like teaching younger barbers. I don't want to teach older barbers who are stuck in their ways.
Right.
Because you're not going to change that. I want to teach younger barbers and teach barbers. They need to learn the little things like how to save money.
That's for sure.
How to build credit.
That's major.
How to buy a home. All the little stuff, man. We need health insurance. How to get health insurance, bro. How to do your taxes. I want to teach the younger generation how to do this. And I don't think it's being taught how to use social media, how to use it the right way.
For sure.
Because, I mean, I see some of the younger barbers and I'll hit them up in their inbox and hey, listen, man, you might be struggling a little bit because your content is not right.
Yeah. And
one person who I love when it comes to this stuff with content is Marty.
Ooh.
You know, he teaches like your content can make you and break you. And Tariq Jackson, your content can make you or break you. And that's what I would like to change.
That's fine.
You know what I mean? Stuff like that.
Sometimes I stop and ask myself, I'm like, how does Tyreek have so much content? Like, how does he go every day with something new, or the Tyreek talk?
And very intelligent when he speaks. Very smart.
For sure. Like, how do you I want to ask him that. Like, does he have a team? Of course he has a team.
He has
but
a
I mean,
like finest barbers, Eddie Perales and them.
I know
those guys, they mold and they make Tariq and help Tariq. You know what I mean? He has a good team.
Yeah. So, do you have a top 5? You know what? Let's you know what? Not yet. Let's wait for the end for that question.
That's funny that you. That's like one of the most popular questions in the barber.
We're gonna make that one definitely the last question, because that's definitely gonna catch people's eye or ears for that. What would you say like your greatest accomplishments were or is like right now?
Man,
Like greatest accomplishment.
Okay.
Besides that really nice white Jeep that you have out there.
No, my greatest accomplishment, honestly, is providing for my family with what I do. What I do, and the hard work that I do, and busting my ass in and out. It's all for my family, like providing them, helping my children, teaching my children. Like we just talked about that. Like I taught my kids everything. I taught my kids credit. I taught my kids, how to save money, and I love that, But my proudest accomplishment will probably be taking over this barbershop. See, this barbershop was an Italian-based barbershop. It was owned by Mike and Joe. They were 2 Italian guys. And then another kid came in, Thad, and they took over. They ran this barbershop. It was completely successful when they worked here. And when I came in, I did my apprenticeship through them.
Okay.
And when I came in here, like, people were expecting the shop to fail. And I'm here. I'm here as owner, 18 years. That's one of my proudest accomplishments. Plus the first time barber battle.
For sure.
Bringing one of the dopest shows here to my city.
For sure. Like, how do you get so many people out to your show? Because I know you're well known and you're well respected. You get what I mean? But it's so hard to get so many people involved under one roof. You get what I mean? Like, how do you do this? Just pure connection or is it genuineness?
Yeah, I think it's a genuineness and a positiveness, and like people follow you, and like I said, your content. Like I post funny stuff, and we have a lot of fun here. But I just keep it real with everyone. Like, you know what I mean? Like this is what I do, and I put people on, and I don't expect nothing in return. And if I can help you, you can help me. We come together. And when you do that kind of stuff, people will always support you, man. Me and Joel, we created United Barbers.
Yeah.
And we do events, and we go out places, and we do stuff for free, bro. You have to do stuff for free.
Which, by the way, I was gonna ask you about the United Barber events.
Yeah.
I feel like that's so important. Like, a lot of people don't give back. So they're not really recognized in their community. And that's also, for me as a fan, I think that's one thing that separates you two. Yeah. Because not only do you go out of your way, to give other people that are probably less fortunate to, and not only that, but the talent that you bring with you, behind you, that team is incredible, man. So I definitely commend you on that.
I love it, man. The United Barber thing was such a great idea, because like you said, there's shops everywhere, and what happens is somebody will contact me and say, hey, listen, Eric, would you like to cut here? Can you do this? Can you do that? So I only got 3 guys that work for me. So if I need to do an event with 10 people, 12 people, I form United Barber. I grab 2 from one barber shop, 1 from another one for another one. I ain't got no problem, bro. Yeah. Like, putting other barbers on. Like, it's all in fun, and we're giving back. Yeah. And they don't ever expect nothing in return. Like, I hit people up, they're like, I'm in.
I know, that's the best part. Like, people reach out to you. That just shows how much love you got. Like, your community has for you.
I tell them, I said, this is non-paying gig. As a matter of fact, you might have to pay $20 to cut.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, I'm in. I don't care, I'm in. I just want to be a part of something. People want to be a part of something. Yeah. That's what it comes down to. Yeah.
So that just brings me to my last question, man. Do you have a top 5? And if so, why is your top 5? Who is your top 5?
Alright, I'll give you my top 5, but I have to give it to you in the reasons why.
Okay. Let's do that.
Alright.
Let's do that.
Alright. Top 5. When it comes to putting on for your city, and putting on for the industry, is Jay Majors.
For sure.
By far. Because that dude
could have took 5?
Yes.
Okay.
He could have took his barbering show, his barber show, his expo and everything. He could get anywhere. And I love his statement where I'm keeping my show here in Connecticut. And that's what I do. I'm keeping my show here in Berks County. So
no matter how big it gets.
No matter how big it gets. I mean, there is
it's
possibly
growing by like thousands now.
Yeah, there's possibly one more bigger venue that I could look into, and if it gets that big, I'm gonna have. We do have an expo center here in Reading. Okay. That could be next.
You could come to Harrisburg and do it at the farm show. No, I'm kidding.
Oh. All right, but next one, when it comes to like just being like an influential speaker, is probably Tariq Jackson. Yeah, I just love everything he does, man. Everything he does, you know, and he's a positive influence in the barber industry. I love Marvy Marv.
Okay.
I love Marvy Marv. Like he drops knowledge when it comes, and he drops it for like the younger barbers that we just spoke about that are struggling, and then he drops knowledge for barbershop owners. Yeah. I love him. I've never seen none of Marvy Marv's haircuts. Yeah. So when it comes to like haircuts, you know, and then my two homies, man, you know, I think I gotta give it my man Papito bless hands. Ooh. You know, like
heavy hitter.
But I love Papito because he's super outspoken.
Not only that, he's sometimes so smart too.
Yeah.
Like I've spoken to him and he's just like so ahead of the game, and it's like, well, like it's the way he executes. Mm-hmm. You get what I mean? That I respect so much.
And people a lot of people don't understand Papito, and like a lot of people will badmouth Papito, and I love the fact that he doesn't care. Yeah. Because the reason I really like Papito is because I can relate to him. You know, yo soy Boricua. Yeah. He's Puerto Rican. You know, he's originally from Allentown, from Reading. Yeah. So like I can relate to the struggles that he's been through. You know what I'm saying? So like when I hear somebody speak, I don't want to go to classes on people that I can't relate to. Right. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I love listening to Tariq. I can relate to Tariq. You know, I can relate to Marvy Marv. I can relate to Jay Majors. These are like people that are like, you know, although I've never been to jail or none of that stuff, or like I've never been in no serious trouble, I can still relate to them. For sure. But when it comes to barbering, I gotta give you my number one, and you know who it is. He is my favorite barber by far, and I'll tell you in the camera, skill-wise, professionalism-wise, he is a beast in any type of haircut he is, and that's Omi the Barber.
Omi the Barber.
My man, Omi the Barber. Omi the Barber from the Blessed Studio West in El Paso, Texas.
Yo, he's a great guy. Yeah. You know, and he's so funny too. Like, a lot of people don't know this, but me and him, when I was back in Alex's shop, we had like a one-on-one conversation. And he was just like, listen, if this is what you like to do, just keep working at it. He said, forget what everyone else is saying, just keep doing what you gotta do. And you know, and ever since then, I was just like, you know what, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna talk as much, I'm just gonna execute in everything that I'm doing.
He's super humble. You can hit him up in his inbox, he gets back to you. Haircuts. Yeah. So when it comes to like haircuts, you know, and then my two homies, man, you know, I think I gotta give it my man Papito bless hands. Ooh. You know, like
heavy hitter.
But I love Papito because he's super outspoken.
Not only that, he's sometimes so smart too.
Yeah.
Like I've spoken to him and he's just like so ahead of the game, and it's like, well, like it's the way he executes. Mm-hmm. You get what I mean? That I respect so much.
And a lot of people don't understand Papito, and like a lot of people will badmouth Papito, and I love the fact that he doesn't care. Yeah. Because the reason I really like Papito is because I can relate to him. You know, yo soy Boricua. Yeah. He's Puerto Rican. You know, he's originally from Allentown, from Reading. Yeah. So like I can relate to the struggles that he's been through. You know what I'm saying? So like when I hear somebody speak, I don't want to go to classes on people that I can't relate to. Right. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I love listening to Tariq. I can relate to Tariq. You know, I can relate to Marvy Marv. Yeah. I can relate to Jay Majors. These are like people that are like, you know, although I've never been to jail or none of that stuff, or like I've never been in no serious trouble, I can still relate to them. For sure. But when it comes to barbering, I gotta give you my number one, and you know who it is. He is my favorite barber by far, and I'll tell you in the camera, skill-wise, professionalism wise, he is a beast in any type of haircut he is, and that's Omi the Barber.
Omi the Barber.
My man, Omi the Barber. Omi the Barber from the Blessed Studio West in El Paso, Texas.
Yo, he's a great guy.
Yeah.
You know, and he's so funny too. Like, a lot of people don't know this, but me and him, when I was back in Alex's shop, we had like a one-on-one conversation, and he was just like, "Listen, if you this is what you like to do, just keep working at it." He said, "Forget what everyone else is saying. Just keep doing what you got to do."
Okay.
And you know, and ever since then, I was just like, you know what? That's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna talk as much. I'm just gonna execute in everything that I'm doing.
He's super humble. You can hit him up in his inbox. He gets back to you
For sure.
But I got
Which he doesn't follow my new page, but
I got some honorable mentions.
I'll get him to do it.
I got some honorable mentions though. Like, I don't want to leave like some people out. Like I got a really good relationship with Al Uppercut. I'm a big fan of Al Uppercut. I'm a big fan of Gino the Barber in Florida. I mean, there's a lot to name, but you know, these guys are like, these guys are great hitters, man. Great business.
I've been seeing
cold cuts.
Stylez also. Like, I don't know how he is as a person. You get what I mean? And I that's how I like to base off like my relationships with people. I like the genuineness, you know. Yeah. But super hardworking as well. Also, who is by the way, Al Uppercuts. He was the first actual show I've ever went to go see, and that was thanks to you. Like,
last year with
that was last year.
Beard sculpt. Yeah.
That beard sculpture was insane.
I was super supportive. I'm almost 100% sure he'll get the show this year.
I can't wait.
It's gonna be great barbers like him. E-Dub, that dude, cold cuts. These guys will all be at the show this week. I mean, technique's a judge. You know what I mean? There's gonna be some big hitters in the industry at the show this weekend, man.
For sure. So, I know I said that was my last question, but did you have any, like, what was the hardest thing for you to learn coming into this industry? Like, was it your fading? What was that one thing that took you a little while to kind of master? Because I've seen your work, and your work is incredible.
Man, let me tell you something, bro. Coming from a 45-year-old barber, and how old are you?
Me, I'm 29.
So you're 29, so you're coming into the industry, and like, I have to keep up with you guys. I mean, these barbers nowadays, man, they are putting in some genuine work. I mean, great work. I mean, the burst fades is one of the hardest things to learn. A proper burst fade. The ubes, yo, when somebody sits on my chair and they ask for an ube in the beginning, I used to just be like, yo, I'm gonna go to my car, I'll be right back. And you go in my car and pray that I don't mess this up. Yo, you know, these were hard haircuts to do. And they're, you know, and then now, you know, learning enhancements. I don't care what anybody says. You can see her and be like, oh, listen, I don't want to do enhancements. But if you don't do it, you're just gonna fall behind. Yep. You gotta do what's being done.
That's for sure.
Because somebody's doing it.
Yep.
You feel me?
Listen, man, I just want to thank you for your time. I really do appreciate you doing all of this. Even taking the time to speak with someone like me, who you don't even know really.
No, I know you.
But trust me, I'm gonna come in. Coming this year.
Tell them what I call you.
Huh? Yo, he calls me Anuel. Ever since he's seen Omi giving me a haircut, he calls me Anuel. I couldn't shake the name so far.
Yeah,
we'll see.
No, this was an awesome show, man. Thank you for having me, man.
Thank you.
This was awesome, man. Yo,
Yo, is there anything you want to shout out? Anything you want to let the people know?
Hey, this Sunday, man, Berks County Barber Battle, February 23rd. We're having Berks County Barber Battle of the Brushes. It's gonna be a huge event, man. Come on out, man. We got I'll be the Blessed Hands doing the education in the morning, followed by the show at 1 o'clock.
Which I'll be there.
And this year they just added the lineup barber, the after party. So the party's gonna continue. So be prepared to be there from 10 in the morning till 10 o'clock at night. It's gonna be a long day.
You did mention the after party, right?
Yeah, the after party, yes.
I better get ready. Stay tuned. You know, man, sometimes we gotta learn how to value the small things we got in life, man. You know, the small moments like this too, man. Because I know I'm only gonna get better, man. And if we're each telling his story can inspire at least one or two people, man, that I serve my purpose, man. That's the reason for it. Because I want everybody to understand that it's not easy. It's not easy coming up being a barber, especially being a new barber. You know, don't feed into the negativity. Not everyone's gonna believe in you from the start, but you just gotta keep pushing, man. Keep pushing. Go out there and get what you deserve, you heard? So be easy, stay blessed, and remember, anybody who want it can get it, you heard?